guys, welcome to my channel where we learn how to keep it simply slayed. Today I am showing you how I achieve these brows. These are beginner friendly brows. There are levels to brows, so this is like an everyday basic simple brow, kind of natural. So if you want to learn how I got these and what I did to achieve these, go ahead and keep watching. So guys, we're going to start with step one, which is prepping the brows. Here you see me using a cotton ball to remove any oils from my face before I go in with some primer. Now I use this primer to set a foundation sort of for when I use my concealer later, because I don't want my concealer to run because I'm sweating or because it's hot outside. This is the Wet n Wild matte primer that I'm using here. All items that I'm using will be in the description box below. Next, I'm going to take a spoolie. I'm using the Benefit Precisely My Brow pencil, and I'm going to just brush my hairs in place. It is best to do your brows when they are fully groomed, but if they are not groomed, you could kind of hide the hairs by using concealer. My brows are groomed here. If you're interested in seeing a video on how I groom my brows, comment below. So now we're going to move into step two, which is filling in the brows. Notice that I am starting my brows midway in, and that's because your natural brows have a fading effect. So when you're filling it in, you want to kind of give it that same effect. You want to make sure that you're doing soft, slow strokes towards the back and then working your way back to the front. At least this is what I do. I make sure that my tail is the darkest part of my brow, and my tail is kind of missing there, so I want to extend that a little bit. I'm just going to outline my brow and then I'm going to fill in the rest. Again, I'm using the Precisely My Brow pencil here, but you can use any type of brow pencil. This one might be on the more expensive end, but any drugstore brand will also do this. Just make sure, again, you're doing soft, light strokes so that you don't get those really dark brows. So now I'm going to repeat the exact same process on the other brow. Remember to start midway into the brow and also to use light strokes throughout the entire time. I do not let anyone do my brows anymore because I got messed up too many times. And if they're not perfect, again, no big deal. They're not going to be twins. Moving on to step three. Here we're going to clean up the brows. So I am taking the spoolie and brushing the hairs in place. And the purpose of this is to blend the product into the hair so that there is no patches anywhere. Next, we're going to go on with some concealer. I'm using the Tarte Creaseless concealer in the color Deep, and I'm using it on a MAC 212 brush. Again, you do not need to use the same exact brush. Any angle brush will work out just fine. I personally love this brush. The stiffness is phenomenal, and I love the straight line. With your concealer, make sure you're using a color that is either the same complexion as you or one shade lighter. You don't want to go too light because, again, we're going for a natural looking brow here. So the tip here is to use only a little bit of the product on the brush because, again, we're going for natural brows, so you don't want too much product. Also, the more product you use, the more you're going to have to blend it out. You're just following the outline of your brow, getting as close to the hair as possible without touching it. To step four, which is blend, blend, blend. Here I'm taking my Sephora eyeshadow brush and I am just blending the product into my skin, making sure that I'm getting rid of all of those harsh lines there. Going to repeat this step on the other brow. Taking using that same brush, I'm going to take some Laura Mercier translucent powder. Now again, you do not have to use this powder. This powder is kind of expensive. You can use any type of setting powder, but all I'm doing is taking my powder and putting it everywhere I put the concealer. This step is really important because it is what's going to keep your concealer in place all day. And here for the final step, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. And this is just going to blend everything in together. It's going to keep your hairs in place for those who have like really long hairs or curly hairs that get out of control. This is going to tame the beast and keep them in place all day. And voila, there you have it. Here is the final look. This is a basic brow. Again, I'm not wearing any foundation today. If this video was helpful, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more videos on how to keep it simply slayed. See you next time.